and we want to welcome from West Plains Cystic Fibrosis, Rick Frasier, to the Redbone Show. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Mike. Thank you for having me down today.
Oh, not a problem, and it's one of my favorite days of the year because today is the day that we announce who is going to be the featured performer at the annual Cystic Fibrosis Concert. And before we say who it is, let's talk a little about the when and the where.
Well, first of all, it's our 37th year, so you and I were young, and different businesses and stuff. The tickets are $30 for adults, kids 12 and under are $5. And, you know, we've had it at that price for a while, and, you know, we want to make as much money as we can, but it's not always the most important thing. And we have it priced, we feel like, where people can bring their family and have a great night. And it's kind of like a festival. We have our auction and everything, and Jessica's Friends is going to be the opening act as usual. So, you know, it's a great family night.
Yeah, I hope we're building the suspense here because we're getting all the other stuff out of the way before we say who it's going to be. But, you know, you're right. It is like a festival. It's almost like a family reunion.
It is. It really is.
There's some people that come from a long ways just to be here for that one night.
That's right. I've got people coming from Wichita that has came for years, and they come every year. And one thing about it is everybody knows our concert is always the third Saturday in March. So they make plans ahead, and I talked to a lady yesterday, and she said she's only missed one.
Wow.
And she's planning on being there again this year. So we have a good following, and we've been very fortunate through all the years of all the support that we've had.
And the range of artists has been amazing.
We've had pretty big range.
Oh, big range. And you know, still my favorite's Tracy Lawrence.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
Although Ronnie Millsap was a very close second.
I loved Ronnie Millsap. Ronnie Millsap was one of the nicest people you could ever meet. And when we go out and we meet him on the bus, and Jessica's sitting there, he's got his arm around her, and he's just a patting her and everything, you know, telling her she can do anything in the world that she wants to do. He said, just look at me, you know. And he's just a super guy. Yeah,
and a legend and a Hall of Famer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we won't do a drum roll. That's kind of hokey. But tell us, Rick Frasier, who is coming to the West Plains Civic Center for the annual Cystic Fibrosis Concert?
Well, we're very proud to announce that we're going to have Rodney Atkins. And he is one of the best live performers that you will see.
You know, one thing I love about Rodney Atkins, the songs he sings are kind of the story of his life.
Every one of them.
Every one of them is written and based on a something that happened to him or someone he knows.
Well, you know, I'll tell you a really quick story about Rodney Atkins. A lot of people may not know. Rodney Atkins' mother gave him up when he was a child, young.
Really?
He was with two different foster families, and he said he was kind of sick whenever he was young, and they brought him back and give him back. And the Atkins family took him. The third family took him, and that's who raised him. He took their name, and a lot of people don't know that about him.
Wow.
But unbelievable guy. He's got so many good songs. You know, Watching You is his biggest hit, but it was also the song of the decade in the 2000s. You know, about the little boy with his chicken McNuggets, saying a four-letter word.
Yep.
Starts with an S. And I know your favorite songs, Farmer's Daughter.
Farmer's Daughter, yeah. And I also love Take a Back Road.
Take a Back Road. I like Caught Up in the Country.
Yeah, also like Cleaning This Gun. I'll Be Up All Night.
Yeah. Cleaning This Gun was his first #1 hit.
Yeah, great music. And again, stories. You know, it's back to old school country.
Yes.
3 chords and the truth.
Yes.
And telling the story.
That's right. You know, one thing about him, he actually left yesterday to go to the Middle East, and him and Toby Keith went and performed for the troops for so many years, and they always went together, but he left yesterday to go to the Middle East to perform for the troops this week.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's big with the military, and, you know, that's the kind of guy, he's just down to earth. You know, he's been with Curb Records for 25 plus years.
Wow.
And that says quite a bit, because
that doesn't happen very often.
That doesn't happen very often, that one guy stays with the same record label.
Yeah, shows loyalty on both sides.
Yeah, there's a lot of loyalty there. And matter of fact, he came out with a new single. They released it on Friday, and the name of it is Marry Me Again. He also just come out with a new song called True South. So he's still producing new music and stuff, and super, super nice guy.
All right, well, let's do a Rodney Atkins while we're waiting here, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to do Take It Back Road, just because I like it. Rodney Atkins up next, and we'll have more with Rick Frasier from West Plains Cystic Fibrosis. Coming up, we'll talk about where people can get their tickets. Stay with us on the Redbone Show 2.0.
Anywhere, anytime, K-Kountry 95.
Radio static changing my mood. A little George Strait 1982, and it makes me want to take a back road. Makes me want to take the long way home. Put a little gravel in my travel, unwind, unravel all night long. Makes me want to grab my honey, tear down some two-lane country. Who knows? Get lost and get right with my soul. Makes me want to take a back road. I've been cooped up, tied down, bound, forgotten what a field looks like, full of corn and cotton. If I'm gonna hit a traffic jam, well, it better be a tractor man. I'm so sick and tired of this interstate system. I need a curve and wind, a twist in a dusty path to nowhere. With the wind blowing through my baby's hair, yeah, it makes me want to take a back road. Makes me want to take the long way home. Put a little gravel in my travel, unwind, unravel all night long. Makes me want to grab my honey, tear down some two-lane country. Who knows? Get lost and get right with my soul. Makes me want to take a back road. Some old back road. Maybe it's the feeling, or maybe it's the freedom. Maybe it's that shady spot where we park the truck when things get hot. Girl, we park the truck when things get hot. And it makes me want to take a back road. Makes me want to take the long way home. Put a little gravel in my travel, unwind, unravel all night long. Makes me want to grab you, honey, tear down some two-lane country. Who knows? Get lost and get right with my soul. Makes me wanna take a back road. Some old back road. Get back with my soul. All I gotta do is take some old back road to the shady spot where things get hot, girl. Way down, some old back road.
That's Rodney Atkins on the Redbone Show 2.0 on the Redbone Mike Race. We're joined by Rick Frasier from West Plains Cystic Fibrosis, and just made the announcement, Rodney Atkins at the West Plains Civic Center March 15th.
March the 15th on a Saturday.
Yeah, third Saturday in March.
Always the third Saturday in March.
Somebody actually called me the other day, my cousin Carrie from St. Louis, and she said, "Who's playing the Cystic Fibrosis show?" I said, I can't tell you. She said, "When's it going to be?" I said, "Carrie, you should know by now. It's the third Saturday in March."
That's right.
Always
That's
the
right.
third weekend of March. All right, so, Rick, people hear that song and they go, "Oh, yeah, that's Rodney Atkins." I'm sure they're wondering right now, where and when can they get their tickets?
Well, first of all, the tickets are on sale as of today. And I'll give you the ticket locations. In West Plains, you can get them at all the West Plains area banks has it. Wood and Houston Bank at Walmart Supercenter. Walmart Supercenter has them. West Plains Music, West Plains Savings and Loan. Here at K-Kountry 95, have tickets here. Liberty Bank at Mountain View and Simmons Bank at Mountain View. Regina Voiles in Winona, she sold tickets for us for years. Simmons Bank in Willow Springs. West Plains Bank in Willow Springs, and Sarah Honeycutt in Kabul. So we kind of got a variety around the area. There's a couple other ways you can buy tickets. You can go to call the West Plains Civic Center and put it on the charge at the credit card, and they'll hold you tickets. You can pick them up when you get there that night, and that number is 417-256-8123. Or you can go to Ticketmaster and just put in Rodney Atkins, and you can buy tickets off Ticketmaster. So that's something we started last year. Went really good. People very handy. You can just sit at home, just go online, buy your tickets, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, and folks, it is general admission seating.
General admission, that's right.
Yeah, so earlier you get there, the better seat you can get.
Right. But there's not a bad seat in this the way we do it. And we put the stage on one side of the Civic Center, and then we put seats in the floor, so you're really, really close. And I can't emphasize enough ticket prices, how cheap it is to see somebody like this. Because if you're going somewhere else to see Rodney Atkins, you're going to pay probably $65, $70 to see him.
Yeah, or go see anybody. I mean, anybody. It's going to cost you at least $50.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
it is. But we're real excited. He's a great performer. He's a great live performer. Not always are they great live performers, but he is one of the best that I've seen.
I've seen Rodney Atkins before, and he sounds live just like he does on the radio.
That's the best compliment that a singer can get.
Yeah, well, he really does. And I'm very critical.
Yeah.
When I go to a concert, I'm very critical. But he is just spot on.
What you just heard on the radio there, that's exactly the way he'll sound that night.
Yeah, if there's any difference, it'll be in the band. Because
Right.
they'll kind of mix things up.
Right.
The solos will be longer, and really going to be a good show.
But people's gonna love him because he's absolutely great, and we're very fortunate we got him. I've worked on this for a while, and we're extremely blessed to be able to get him.
Now, along with the show, there's the auction. There's a silent auction, and there's a live auction.
Right. We take a lot of people the way they want to be involved in this. They donate us stuff. We have people make us stuff. We had a guy, Danny Dunn, seen him the other night at the ball game. He said, "I've made you 2 benches."
Oh, wow.
He does woodworking. It's going to be cedar.
Oh.
And so they're nice. J&S Metal Fabrication, they've got us something. He told me the other day he's working something up, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. So we have the silent auction, so whenever you get there, you can go down, you can bid on the silent auction stuff, and then we'll have a live auction. We generally have 20 to 25 items on that. We do have some quilts so far, and so everything like that's good, but it's just a great thing for people to come, a great fundraiser. It's been kind of hard to believe that nobody gets paid. We're a non-profit, but everybody's a volunteer just like you and me, and anyway, to be doing it for 37 years says quite a bit. We've been very blessed that the people has supported us all these years.
Now, Rick, do you have a goal in mind for how much money that you want to raise that night?
Not really, Mike, because our philosophy has always been if we make $1, that's more than what we had. And so we've never ever really got into how much money we made. We've been really fortunate. We made a lot of money.
Yeah.
But we've never really ever put a gold on it.
All right, so, and all the money goes to where?
Well, all the money that we raise, we fund research at the University of Missouri. The researchers will be there that night, and we've made lots of progress. I mean, a young child today can live a fairly normal life. We still don't have a cure, but we've come up with 2 new drugs that they have combined them, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's all because of research, and that's how we get to that point. We haven't found a cure, but by the money that we've raised and the research that we've done, they figured out like these 2 drugs that they've made a cocktail, and then they've got them put together, and the kids is doing great with this. I mean, really, Jessica had a transplant 28 years ago, but they've got now where things has gone so well, they're not even having to do transplants now.
Really?
Yes. So it's been fantastic.
Yeah, and it couldn't happen without you folks out there buying tickets and going to the show.
That's what it's all about. Like I said, that's research is it's hard to get research money. And, a lot of places, different types of organizations get a lot more money than, believe me, what cystic fibrosis gets, we get very little. And so it's been very, very important to us all these years. And like I said, we've been blessed that the people have supported us like what they have.
Rick, thanks for coming in today.
You bet, Mike. I sure appreciate it.
And,
Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, well, and I mean, anything you need me to do that night, just holler.
Well, you will. You're going to be working the auction.
Oh, I love working the auction.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see if we can't get AC to do it, too.
Yeah, we'll get AC out there. Of course, you know,
They can buy these tickets for Valentine's Day.
exactly right.
You know, they're on sale now. Now, you guys need to get out there and buy your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, your kids. You need to buy them tickets to come to this because they will love it. We'll even have roses there for you to give away.
Here's Rodney Atkins watching you on the Red Bone Show.
The toy till his nuggets were gone. A green traffic light turned straight to red. I hit my brakes and mumbled under my breath. His fries went a-flying and his orange drink